has publicly apologized for his ties to Jeffrey Epstein, calling it a huge mistake during a town hall meeting with the Gates Foundation staff. Gates acknowledged that his meetings with Epstein were solely for philanthropic discussions and took responsibility for involving foundation executives in those meetings. He clarified that he did not engage in any illicit activities and expressed regret for the negative impact it had on others. Documents from the US Department of Justice revealed that Gates and Epstein met after Epstein's prison term to discuss expanding Gates' efforts. Gates also admitted to personal matters, including affairs with Russian women, but emphasized these were unrelated to Epstein's victims. Previously, Melinda French Gates stated that her ex-husband Bill Gates must personally address questions arising from his name appearing in new Jeffrey Epstein files, calling the situation painful and a reminder of muck from their marriage. She expressed unbelievable sadness and emphasized accountability for those named, rather than speaking for him. According to experts, all this somehow proves that the association and involvement of Bill Gates in Epstein's scandal. Now it remains to be seen what, if any, formal actions will be taken by US authorities in response to Gates' public acknowledgement. We are now being joined by Lieutenant Colonel Himanshi Singh, who is a Defence and International Relations Analyst, joining us from New Delhi. Thank you so much for joining us here today on NewsX World. How effective is Gates' apology to his foundation staff in addressing internal concerns and broader public doubts about his judgment in meeting Epstein, especially after, given the Department of Justice's released documents? And he's assertive that he did nothing illicit and saw nothing illicit. How does this affect his foundation and his own accreditation?
Good afternoon, Ellie. Thanks for calling me. See, his responding that I did nothing illicit or saw nothing illicit does not hold good. It is good that he has came and clarified, but we have also seen how his ex-wife Melinda has said that she actually questioned her ex-husband, and she said that he must clarify what he has done wrong. And it is known to the world through the Epstein files that Bill Gates had this communicable STD through Russian Gulf, and that was the main reason that Melinda left him. So when he's asserting publicly that he neither engaged nor witnessed any illegal conduct during his association with Jeffrey Epstein, but if we see in geopolitics and the elite networks, legality is just one dimension of the reputational equation. And controversy stems from Bill Gates acknowledging his meeting with Epstein after 2008 conviction of Epstein. So though Gates has described these meetings as a mistake and claiming that they were related to philanthropy, the critical issue is not merely criminal liability, it is the judgment, risk assessment and elite moral signaling. See, Gates is not just a tech billionaire, he is one of the most influential power actors, and he had his footprints in the vaccine diplomacy, the agriculture reforms in Africa, the public health infrastructure, climate transitioning finances. So when people are already, the southern vaccine hesitancy was already there, people always see these things with suspicion that Western influence, especially in medicine, could be a part of a larger game. And somewhere, when a quasi-sovereign philanthropic influence goes through a reputational erosion, it affects the public trust in global health systems, the vaccine credibility, the broader legitimacy of technocratic global governance. So I think his mere association with the financier or maybe academics or the politicians or royalty, laws, the implementation of these laws and the answerability of people who are in the helm of affairs is very, very important, because it is trust which is being damaged. The structural influence of such people is vast, and how they are shaping not just their policies of their own country, but the geopolitics, the vaccine politics, the AI systems. Everything is compromised when people like this are in helm of affairs, and they're associated with people who are being criticized. And now it's known that Epstein was a criminal. So I think rather than being perceiving power as something you cannot touch, people have to be answerable, and more stricter laws are needed. Ellie.
And could Gates' public handling of this controversy, including acknowledging the mistake but denying any wrongdoing, influence how other global leaders and major donors manage similar reputational challenges?
Ellie, just accepting his association does not absolve him of the criminal charges. That we will have to see how profound are the crimes that have been done in his, which are in his knowledge. See, Epstein-Gates phenomenal episode is a part of a larger phenomenon. It's not an individual thing itself. So the collapse of automatic trust in global leadership models happen. The societies will become more polarized because there are people whose name and reputation is being damaged because of this high-profile case. So somewhere people will ask questions, because if Donald Trump is being questioned, and he also comes and says that, oh, I don't know what had happened. Andrew has said, oh, I don't know what happened. So everybody is trying to absolve themselves just because their name is there. But that does not absolve them of the responsibility and the moral responsibility they have towards the societies. So somewhere this is a very serious thing, and this impact is vast. It is not just limited to US or one island. It is vast. It is actually, damaging the entire world and the soft power which earlier these people had. So I think more serious things will come out once the entire file is read, and it is the more legal implications are cautioned by the Congress.
Thank you, but please don't go too far, as we will be back with you very shortly. US President Donald Trump used his State of the Union address to allege widespread fraud in Minnesota.